Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's been a really good Sunday so far in my world down here in Costa Rica. I got up, it's tough for me to get up and get out of the house in the morning. I get up early, but I generally get my nice cream and I stay on the computer for an hour or two before I get up and get moving around, and then even longer before I get out the door. But every time I do get myself moving early and get out the door, I'm always happy that I did it. And it wasn't like it was super early. It was at 9 o'clock, so I went and had a nice, really hot class. The class was like blazing hot, sweated like crazy. And some reason those hot classes, they suck a little bit in the beginning, but then the heat seems to get you deeper into the poses and into it sooner. So. Oh, and then went and sat under the oldest mango tree in town, had a few babies that were about this big around that fell almost on my head, had some orange juice, bought some other fruit, and I'm going down to the beach in a little bit, and I'm going to stay at my friend's hotel for the night. I'm shooting some video down there and working on a couple of projects, and had dinner with them last night, and I'm going down to spend the night tonight. So probably will do maybe a live on Facebook, and I'll probably shoot some videos down there. But the video today is this one's kind of for the beginners, and this is kind of about the process, like I'm always talking about it. I think I see a lot of people out there, they expect too much too soon from this lifestyle. I mean, there's a lot of changes that are going to come, and they're going to come really quick on this lifestyle, but don't put too many expectations on yourself in the beginning. I see people shooting for too much and then having failures, and then the failures kind of get into their head and set them back. As I've said over and over and over and over again, I would just like to see you get on a plan and move forward. Always be moving forward, even if you're creeping like a snail. That's just me. I'd prefer to see people moving forward instead of, even if you take a big jump and you don't even go so far back, instead of I knew somebody was going to come out with the power tools. Sorry about that. If I ever just disappear on this channel, you can probably a possible guess will be that I took my machete to somebody, just flipped out from the noise and did some shopping, and I'm locked up somewhere in Central America. But no, it's not that big a deal, but it is a Sunday. Come on, people. You don't need to be using the power tools. But anyway, yeah, what I was talking about, I'd rather see people moving forward all the time instead of like, they do these great things and they go really hardcore for a month, for 6 weeks, until they get wound tighter like a rubber band, and then they pop. And then they take several steps back, eat things that they shouldn't eat, don't want to eat, that makes them sad. They get all boo-hoo about themselves, and it's just not a good process. It's not good for your psyche. It's not good for the body going back and forth. So, like I say, just to start out the week, this isn't anything I haven't said before. The basics of getting into this lifestyle and succeeding on this lifestyle. It's not a race. You're not in any hurry. Just try to learn as much as you can as you go, and try to move forward all the time. As I just keep repeating myself there. Get yourself a plan. Have yourself kind of an idea. Listen, I didn't push myself in the beginning. I did go very high raw to begin with, but I still had those cooked meals 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week, and I didn't beat myself up over that. Anytime I ate the cooked meals, I already knew in my head that I had made such extreme changes from the way I was living before that I wasn't even giving myself any stress about this. Listen, I've been very high raw since the beginning, but I never cared about that. I even was being I made snarky comments even within 3 months after being raw vegan about all this. Well, how does anybody know they're 97% raw or they're 94% raw? How do they do the calculations? I always laughed at that, and I always said, I don't care anything about ever having that label, about ever telling people I'm fully raw is raw, but I was high raw from the beginning because I didn't care. I didn't put that pressure on myself. I knew I was doing good for myself, and I just moved forward. Now, I didn't have a plan. That would have been, I wish I'd had some of the people like Tanny Raw to listen to back then, because that was something I was just kind of eating and going willy-nilly, and that led to problems. Even though I wasn't eating bad stuff, I wasn't eating enough, and I had my own set of problems. So if I'd have had a plan, I could have even avoided some that I had. So have that plan. and move forward with it. It doesn't have to be the most detailed, rigid plan in the world, but just have yourself an idea. You're going to give up these things. You're going to transition in. You're still going to eat some cooked food. Eat that. That cooked food's important in the beginning. I don't give a shit what any raw foodists tell you. Use that cooked food in the beginning, but I tell you what, try to keep that the cooked food. Here's what I'll say about the cooked food. Try to eat the cooked food that you're eating as you're transitioning to a raw vegan diet as clean as possible. You know, don't make it this fatty, put the oils with the carbs, and just, you know, don't make it some abombo combo. Eat good. When you're eating the cooked food, eat yourself a steamed baked potato, a baked potato, a baked sweet potato. I'm trying to say sweet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes better than the regular potatoes. Steam some broccoli, steam some vegetables like that. Maybe put a little bit of Mrs. Dash with no salt on it, but try to keep it clean. You still want the cooked food, but try to keep it clean. But you have to, as the title of the video, you have to walk before you can run. Not too many, and there's always an exception that pipes in there and tells you what they did and how they went overnight and blah, blah, blah. Well, good for you. Good for you. Most people aren't going to do that. So it's very important going into this lifestyle to have realistic expectations and to give yourself the time to get used to this lifestyle physically and mentally, and to learn what you need to do. There's a learning curve here. So yeah, basically all I got to say is stop beating yourself up, make a plan, and give yourself some time, and just try to move forward all the time. Anyhow, just a basic one today. I hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.